president has indicated his view that the decision that he made, I guess 7 years ago now, to add Joe Biden to the ticket as his running mate was the smartest decision that he had ever made in politics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now on the Malzberg panel, Brent Budowsky, writer for The Hill, thehill.com, and former aide to Senator Lloyd, Bentsen, and Jed Babbin, Washington Times columnist, former Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for President George H.W. Bush. Gentlemen, welcome. Okay, so let me start with you, Jed. That was Josh Earnest yesterday, basically, to me, endorsing, Joe Biden over Hillary by saying the vice president pick was the best political appointment he ever made. It was then talked about later. Well, I guess one of the reporters said, well, I guess that means better than the Hillary appointment. He said it was the best, so that does mean it was better than Hillary. Why is Obama, do you believe, we had Governor Pataki earlier who said there's no love lost between Obama's and Clinton's. Why do you think he's supporting, apparently, Biden?
Well, I mean, he may be supporting Biden, he may not. He's hedging his bets because clearly Hillary is in deep, deep trouble. The business with her private email server on which she trafficked in top secret information is a criminal matter. That's why I used my Washington Times column the other day to call for a special prosecutor. It's pretty obvious, Steve, she is guilty. 18 U.S. Code section 1924 says very clearly, if you keep classified information in an unauthorized location, it's a federal felony. A year in jail for each email. Last I heard, there's about 300, so she might be going away for a very long time, and that's why Obama's hedging his bets.
And Brent, of course, you wrote a piece for The Hill saying that it's Hillary versus media malpractice. You mean to tell me the FBI, the Justice Department, Democrats who are getting very nervous, this is all a media creation?
Well, yeah, let me just say I have great respect for Jed, but I disagree with every word he just said 100%. There was no crime that has been proven, or there is not even a crime by Hillary that's being investigated. The Justice Department, the FBI, they have not said a word about Hillary being guilty of anything. None of it has been said. None of it at this point is being investigated as far as we know. Now, if you want to see her strength, take a look at the Gallup poll about Hispanic voters, where she towers above everybody, and Donald Trump is ruining Republicans with Hispanic voters.
Brent, 46% of all voters in the country, according to Rasmussen, say Hillary should suspend her campaign.
Look, we could do a TV show longer than a Fidel Castro speech, and I could quote you polls recently showing Hillary winning big against every conceivable Republican. So I don't want to go there because we'll bore our audience.
All right, Jeb, when Brent says that there's no crime and the Justice Department isn't even considering it, but then what the heck are they doing if they're not looking into possible crimes?
Well, they're obviously looking into it, and with all due respect to Brent, he's totally wrong. He's wrong on the law, he's wrong on the facts, and that's all there is. The fact of the matter is, intent in criminal law can be inferred from conduct. And Hillary established that private email server simply to avoid having to deal with the normal State Department and government systems. By doing so, she violated Section 1924 by having top secret information on it, which we know has happened. The Inspector General of the intelligence community has said that. They found at least 2 top secret SITK messages on there. That each one of them is a fine, well, really a violation under Section 1924. End of story. If the Department of Justice is not going to investigate it, that's on them. It's another Eric Holder-like action by Loretta Lynch.
Go ahead, Brent.
Well, I'm glad he admitted now that I was right when I said the Justice Department is not known to be investigating any crime by Hillary Clinton. Well, let me finish, which they are not. They are investigating the emails. They are investigating the classification system. Now, my answer is, earlier I mentioned the overwhelming lead that Hillary Clinton has among Hispanics.
Brent, I don't want to talk to you. Like you said, we could do polls. You're telling me.
No, I'm not talking about polls.
You're telling me that they're investigating. Wait. Let me just. They're investigating Hillary's emails. They're investigating Hillary's server. They're investigating whether she had classified, but they're not investigating her.
No, as I just said, there's no dispute that Hillary Clinton has an overwhelming lead among Hispanics. That's not
talking about that. I just asked you a question.
Now we can talk about women and why Hillary Clinton is going to win overwhelming support among women as this campaign unfolds.
Half the people in the country wanted to get out of the race. Half the people in the country wanted to go bye-bye.
Well, we'll find out. Again, there was a poll in
the last I got to get the final word from Jed.
All the Republicans
Jed, go ahead.
Well, she looks really good in orange. She's going to enjoy those jumpsuits in Leavenworth.
All right, guys, listen, I appreciate the debate. We'll pick it up again. Mr. Babbin and Mr. Budowsky, good to talk to both of you.
A pleasure.
Up next, the founder of the Weekly Standard, Bill Kristol, will be here. But first, did Hillary Clinton break the law? We want to know what you think. We have a new Newsmax poll. You simply go to newsmaxpolls.com and cast your vote. That's newsmaxpolls.com. It's a great way for your voice to be heard, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a very pressing question. She may be leading with Hispanics, but everybody else wants her out. Newsmaxpolls.com. We're coming back.